What's up, guys? All right, you guys. So this morning I ended up trading PECK. I actually traded a couple stocks, but I was breaking even on the other ones. This one right here was the one that got me over that hump, got me into a pretty nice profit margin. So I'm gonna try to keep this one quick. Every time I say I'm gonna keep it quick, I end up it's end up being 10 minutes. All right, so basically let's pull up the chart right there. So this is the chart for this morning. Um, as you can see, I tried to jump in above go time. It didn't do much. And then I sold right there for a 3 cent win. So I jumped in at $5, got out at 503 right there. And then let's zoom in a little bit. And then once it did that, um, this area right here, this is the move that I was hoping that it made right there above go time to explode, on the breakout. But for some reason, it just didn't do that. So that's why I was quick to sell. Um, um, and then I missed this entry right here. So once I missed this entry, the first thing in my mind was, wow, this would have been a pretty nice move. It went from $5 area to 548. So all I'm looking to do is get 35 to 45 cents every day. And this candle alone would have just made my daily goal. But for some reason I missed it. So it is what it is. So the next thing I wanted to do was look at the daily chart. Once I'm looking at the daily chart, I wanted to see what the problem areas are. So I look back, and as you could see over here is a problem area at that 563 area. That was a problem area because it went up here before it came down. And then above this line, you could see this is the next candle. This one was the $6 mark. And then over here was like 604 to 611 area. So right around this area is 604, 611. This had some turbulence in this area. So I knew once it passes this turbulence area, the next problem area is this candle. So now I'm going to wait for it to pass this little problem area so I could jump in and take this big move up here. So I knew if it went that high, I knew it had potential to go all the way up to this one is 9. Well, this candle is, why does it say 930? It should be 929. So I drew my line right there at well, I guess it's 930, but I drew the line at 929. I was doing it pretty quick. But yeah, I knew the next problem area was that 929 area. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. It could be a cent off or whatever. You don't have to be 100% perfect. So I knew this area right there was going to be a problem. So I knew I had to jump in once it passes this little turbulence. So as you can see, I go back to my 1 minute chart. So I kind of just waited. As soon as it went above this problem area, I jumped in right there. Let me zoom in. So basically, this is the problem area. These are the lines that I drew on the daily chart. So as soon as it passes this problem area, I jump in and I take this move right here. And that one paid out pretty nice. As you can see, I jumped in at 618 and then I ended up selling at 650. So that was a pretty nice move. And then it kind of pulled back. It was doing like a little shaky over here. It was kind of being a little shaky. So at that point, this one came up. It started popping up and it got halted right there. This thing was moving so fast. It got halted right there. So I knew once it goes above this area, the next problem area was that 929, 930 area. So I knew this was the next problem area. So I knew this one had potential to go through that area. So once it got halted there, it opened back up and then it just immediately exploded. So now I'm thinking, okay, so this thing is very powerful and it's very strong. So I'm going to take that risk because I know it can make it up to 929 before it gets to that problem area. I want to get in and get out before it gets to that problem area. So now as soon as the stock opens up, I jump in. As you can see, I jumped in. I got filled at $7.99. I tried to jump in over the $8 mark. And then it popped up so quick. Actually, it popped up right here, and I was up like 1,000 something, and it got halted right there. So I was holding the halt, and as soon as it resumed, I just basically knew this was going to be the problem area, so I wanted to sell before that problem area, and I sold right there, and I got filled at 882, and that made my day. That basically made my day. As you can see, I ended up with 47.20 on this stock. So I did pretty good on this one. And then right after that, it continued to go up. Look at this. It continued to explode, continued to explode. I wanted to jump in, but I was waiting for a pullback, and it just never gave me a pullback. And I don't want to feel like I'm buying at the top, and then all of a sudden it slams down on me. So I wanted to make sure that it pulled back because this is just way too many green candles for it to not slam down. And of course, it went a little bit higher and boom, it got halted going down and it slammed all the way down. So I was pretty accurate as far as not jumping in, waiting for a pullback. And I could have just waited for a pullback and then jump back in, but I didn't do that. I could have actually waited for it to do this move and then jump back in, but I just didn't do that. I had already made my goal for the day, so at that point, you know what they say, pigs get to live, but hogs get slaughtered. So I didn't want to get slaughtered. As you can see, I made a good decision by stopping. And of course, it ended up slamming down. Yes, I could have jumped in here and made more profits, but we didn't know it was going to go this high. Um, you know, this thing was so strong and it was moving so fast. I wanted to jump in here. It moved so quick and got halted that I didn't even get a chance to jump in. And I just was not going to risk the capital that I already made and then have something like this happen to me. So just imagine all the people who waited and they didn't wait for this pullback and they jumped in up here and all of a sudden it popped up a little bit and then boom and did this on them. They lost a lot. I mean, that's from $13 all the way down to like $9. So some people took a pretty massive loss right around this area if they didn't jump in early. Okay, so that's why sometimes you want to just be cautious. You just want to follow these rules, jump in when you need to, and don't overstay your welcome. Don't stay there too long if you don't need to. Get out of there. Make your money, make your daily goal, and just go. And tomorrow you live to trade another day. So, again, how was I finding these stocks? Right here. PECK was right here on our morning gappers. And then also, PCK, if you look, that's all we were seeing on the scanner this morning. All over the scanner. It kind of started right around here. That 42 area, that 942 area. And then it just, look at this. Show you the scanner. So and there it is again, PCK, PCK. The scanner is just telling me PCK, PCK, PCK. As you can see, there's more PCK. So it was just making new highs. It just kept popping up on the scanner. So that's how I'm finding these stocks. Look at this, PCK, PCK, PCK. So this is how I'm finding these stocks. It's basically my trade ideas. Also, if you guys need help, setting up your platform with your trade ideas just like this, just hit me up on the email. Once you sign up, hit me up and I'll send you my link for trade ideas, and then I'll help you set it up. If you sign up through me, obviously I'll give it to you, but if you sign up through someone else, I'll have to charge you. It's just how it is, business is business. But if you guys need help setting that up, just hit me up. I'm glad to help you guys out. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this one. This was a pretty good move. I mean, we got momentum back in the market. Yesterday was a very good day. Today's another good day. So momentum is back. Take advantage. Buy, buy as much as you can and sell quick. And that's really the name of the game. Just making profits and going home. All right. So I'll chat with you guys another day. Also, you can see I started at 9:30. I was basically done by 10:30. So 1 hour per day. And, You keep the bills away. 47.20. I'll talk to you guys another day. All right? Later.